On January 29, 1820, George III died after one of the strangest and most tragic reigns in British history. To many Americans, he is remembered simply as the King who lost America, the monarch whose rule coincided with the American Revolution and the birth of the United States. In the American Revolutionary War, his name became synonymous with tyranny. The Declaration of Independence directly condemned him as a ruler who had violated the rights of the colonies. But the real story of George III is far more tragic than the caricature history often remembers. Behind the myth was a complex, diligent, and deeply human king. For much of his early reign, George III was considered a hardworking and surprisingly modest monarch. Unlike many European kings of the era, he avoided extravagant affairs and valued domestic family life. He took a serious interest in farming, in science, and in government administration. He earned the nickname Farmer George for his enthusiasm for agricultural improvement. He funded instruments and followed discoveries with genuine curiosity, and he applied discipline to the routine of rulership. To some, he became the symbol of imperial overreach. Pamphlets and protests sharpened a one-dimensional image. But the man himself was more nuanced, more ordinary in his virtues, more tragic in his fate. He preferred evenings at home to lavish court intrigue, and as storms gathered, he carried the weight of empire in solitude. A ruler writing, revising, and working, more clerk than caricature. History often reduces him to a single label, the king who lost America. But the truth is larger than a slogan or a grievance. A hardworking, modest monarch. Flawed, yes, who tried to serve within the limits of his time, and whose life, in the end, reads less like propaganda and more like a profoundly human story, strange, diligent, and deeply tragic.